Lady D Denise Gomez, and I have exciting interview segments and features inside the zone. For recording artists, you can sing? Well, Inside the Zone, second Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. is for you. Writers, share your story, no man, in From the Author Zone on third Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. Male Zone has unbelievably juicy stories of love, heartbreak, and triumph. 7 p.m. has never been this good. On Mondays, it's news, talk, engaging features at 7 in the Monday Drive. And Center Stage has everyone talking on Thursdays. Be a part of the show. Email me insidethezone@gmail.com or call me 914-304-2592. For 2 days, the 5 o'clock hour is hot on Fit FM 96.7, www.fitfmja.com. Your life, your music with Lady D Denise Gomez inside the zone. Catch me on Monday at 5 p.m. for the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. And on Friday, yes, at 5 p.m. for Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. From abroad to Yaad, Trelawney. Lions United Sports Club, 111-29, 172nd Street, Jamaica, Queens. Semi-annual fish fry on Friday, April 19, 2 p.m. to midnight is the perfect spot to bring your girl and your guy, family and friends. Enjoy escoveitch fish and steamed fish for $35 and jerk chicken $25. Food nice can done. Spread the news. Contact Earl 516-303-3707 or Dennis 917-373-1950. Lions United Sports Club Semi-Annual Fish Fry, April 19. In Jamaica, our traditions are deeply rooted in our history and heritage. One of the most significant differences between Jamaica and the United States, aka Yaad and abroad, is how we observe Easter. Easter is a time of joy and celebration in our island paradise. Families come together to enjoy traditional Jamaican dishes such as escoveitch fish and sweet, sweet bun and cheese. In contrast, Easter abroad in the United States is often marked by a fusion of traditions from various cultures. While the religious significance remains, Easter egg hunts and chocolate bunnies take center stage in many American households. Whether you're celebrating Easter in Jamaica, the United States, and the Caribbean, the spirit of Easter transcends borders, uniting us in joy, love, and hope for the future. Experience the magic of Jamaican traditions wherever you may be. Happy Easter from Yaad and abroad to the world. Satideh morning, come, make we talk.
Welcome to Saturday Morning Runnings, everybody. I'm your host, Lady D Denise Gomez, alongside Jackie and Sharns. Max will not be joining us this morning, but we know our heart are pound. It's interesting that as the ad was being aired just now, when we got to the bun and cheese slide, I saw Sharns smile. You may unmute yourselves, ladies. However, as Saturday, and while we are in the spirit of Easter, there are so many differences across the world. We reside here in the United States and we are Jamaicans, and there are so many things that we don't do here that we do there.
Mm-hmm.
And if you notice, there are some ladies dining at the table, Missy Khan and all them nice things going on.
Mm-hmm.
So we'd like to welcome everyone. Hop on over into the chat and let's start talking so we can greet our audience. Ladies, good to see you. No, we have Easter, so we dress up.
How do you do? How do you do?
We're good, we're good, we're good.
Morning, morning.
Morning, morning. It's been a busy time.
Oh
Yep.
yes,
Yeah, so we do
very busy.
apologize for the late start. Usually we're early, but
It's
this
East. It's
morning,
Easter.
yeah. So we come. So that we're glad for. We come.
Yep. We catch.
Yes.
We catch.
we Lord, I just love how we talk.
It's nice and bright outside, I have to say, but it's very brisk though.
Yes, from last night
Oh,
I heard the
Yes.
the wind.
it's the
I was
Easter
out
breeze.
late. Yeah, I
Mhm.
was out late and I was out early again.
Oh,
Mhm.
it's
So I
the
got it twice.
And how
my
was the
my
birthday, Sharns? I mean, you were fabulous, past fabulous.
my. May I tell you,
Oh Lord,
the red
the
dress there
birthday,
happened.
the birthday was good.
Yes, bruh.
The
So we see.
birthday was good, very good.
They
It was
they
beyond
did
my expectations.
they
Yeah.
did tell you that you must leave it all up to them. That's what
Not
them they
true.
tell you.
You,
Right.
them very capable.
Yes.
Them them
Yes.
prove themselves to be extremely capable. Yeah, the celebration is still going on.
Oh
I
Mm-hmm.
my! I
still have
say,
I still have an engagement this afternoon,
Oh,
and it's
oh,
yeah they're letting me live it up for the milestone.
of course.
nice,
And
nice.
So I
we
appreciate them for all the stuff that they did. But it was wonderful. The thing is, I like Easter because my birthday is in Easter. Sometimes it's well, I was born on Good Friday, but so sometimes it's on Good Friday, sometimes it's on Easter Sunday, Holy Thursday.
mm-hmm.
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 It always fall in Easter. So I like that, and I like also that it's spring. Everything is coming alive. The cherry blossoms coming on the trees, like up where I work, the bunnies are starting to come out. And I've often wondered what the significance of the bunny is.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Because bunnies don't lay eggs and them have the whole egg thing with Easter.
it's
So,
ironic that you should mention
Mention that.
that.
Mm-hmm.
I actually saw a video from a preacher who was explaining the whole significance of the word Easter and the bunny and eggs,
oh,
how they came in. And let me tell you, I read it before, but the way he broke it down, it made a lot of sense. And we
mm,
Christians just take it. It those all those things are pagan
Mm-hmm.
mm,
practices from way back, and we take it as Christians, and because it was around about the time when Christ died, and we
mhm.
just pour that into Easter. Easter is
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
actually a pagan celebration, and the bunny was also celebrated, and the beginning, or the it's a new beginning, which the egg is significant. I have to play it for you so you understand that it's not really Christian, but because
Mhm.
it's Ishkar was the celebration. And then as Christ died, it was round about that time, and it changed as the years went on, the centuries went on. So
Mm.
so sometimes we have to be careful what we celebrate and how we are the understanding of and where it comes from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's really
Well,
Right.
interesting.
so good morning to Vero. Vero is in the house. So, and I know it's a busy weekend, so we appreciate those of you who will join us too, because I know
Yes.
people are out and about, preparing for Easter Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
How was Holy Thursday, Good Friday for you? I know, some here people work. Um,
Exactly.
and
Yesterday I
Man,
and
was.
yeah.
up here, you don't even, you don't even
Realize
feel, you don't
Okay.
feel unless you try. You don't feel anything.
you don't feel
Mhm.
it. No. I yesterday my mother and my niece and I we went over to Sunrise to visit my other brother, and he's a deacon at his church in Jamaica, but he has his home here, has his home there, so he's here for this period until he goes back. And he was there doing some work, and he said, "Imagine if I was home, I wouldn't be doing this." He said, "It
Mm-mm.
don't even feel like Easter. He wouldn't be working on Good Friday. He would be at church."
Mhm.
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 And it was
Mhm.
just like
Yeah,
another day. My mother
that's
and
an
my
ordinary day.
sisters, yeah, they
Yeah.
had a doctor's appointment in the morning, and they had to go to
Oh
their
my
appointment
God.
because it was another day as usual. So
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. But
Mhm.
in Jamaica, from Ash Wednesday roll around. Ash Wednesday is a holiday. Up here, you just say, well, it's Ash Wednesday. And
I
the
don't
Yeah.
even
Catholics,
remember. Sometimes it's Ash Wednesday.
yeah, and the Catholics go and get their ashes on their forehead and walk around with it all day. And then they say, oh, it's Ash Wednesday because it's business as usual. And then,
Mhm.
some business was to be conducted in Jamaica, and they were like, we're closing half a day. It's Holy Thursday. And Good
Mhm.
Friday, nothing is going on as far as commerce.
Mhm.
No.
Everybody keeping it quiet, going to church, and
Yeah,
reflecting and
some
so
people might
on.
open up in the afternoons, but
Yeah, but it's not even on a large scale.
No, it's not something we practice.
No, here
And in
it's
Mhm.
it's the norm.
Yes,
I
yes.
remember the first Good Friday that caught me at work. I don't know what I was thinking. And by the time I realized it was Good Friday, and I said, "Oh, we're not." Oh, they were like, "Good Friday? What is?" I mean, granted, it was a Jewish firm, but they
mhm,
were like, "What is that?"
Mhm.
And I couldn't take it off because it caught me off guard. I didn't have
Guard.
enough time to put in a request, and
Mhm.
I felt real strange all day.
yeah,
Couldn't wait for
yeah.
the day done. I felt very, very strange. And
It's
from
like
then, I marked it on the calendar. I said, as soon as I flip this calendar, I will remember and put it in. So I started taking it off as a personal day off.
yeah,
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
I
I
tell
did
you.
that too. I did that too because I realized that it was just another day for
Yeah,
everybody
because
else.
it's not going to be given to you. It's not going to be on the
No,
calendar as a day off for you. You
Mhm.
no.
just have to take it off if that's your thing.
Right.
And
Right.
that's it.
So
Hmm.
that's what we're talking about this morning because, a lot of us, I remember when I first came, um, the couple I worked for, they are Jamaicans. And so, I did say, well, am I entitled to this holiday and so on? And they say, yes, Denise, we can give you off. And so they would give me my holidays off, and then
Okay.
I would go back to work and next day and continue and stuff like that. But other than that, it doesn't happen.
Yeah,
It
No,
doesn't
not
yeah,
happen.
at all.
And that, which is why when you move into a domicile, you need to create your own, keep your own tradition going. It's
Yes.
not that you're not going to be, you won't embrace the country, the customs and traditions in the country you live, but
mhm,
Mm-hmm.
reminding yourself that this is just maybe temporary, or even if I'm going to be here for my lifetime, but I am from a nation that has its own culture, creed, everything. I want to keep that.
mhm.
Right.
And actually, since I've been here, I've never been home during the Easter season, and I'm really looking forward to that.
You're
And
that.
I've never been back home for Christmas. And
Oh
Mhm.
dear.
Christmas has never been the same for me since I've been here.
Mm-hmm.
Even though,
Mm-hmm.
little by little, as the years went on, more of my family gatherings, we were able to gather together. Like for now, we celebrate Thanksgiving and Christmas. So that kind of changed it a little bit, but it's still nothing like being home
Big
for
home.
Christmas. The
Yes.
atmosphere, Christmas atmosphere home is completely different than the
Let's say
Mhm.
good.
Easter.
Yeah.
Let's say
And
good
I,
morning to 1 minute, Sharon. Let's just
yeah,
say
yeah.
good morning to Ryan. He says, "Hey," and he's asking why the food is in the background.
How about the Ryan? You know, say everything a food for we, any holiday.
This
And
food
it's
is virtual.
Easter,
You can only see it.
fish,
You can't see it. You can't eat it or smell it, but it's just
fried fish and
floating
all that.
around.
Mm-hmm.
Fried
So,
Mm-hmm.
fish and boiled corn and them something. What to
right.
Ryan? Even
Yeah,
yesterday I had some boiled corn. What do you?
so yesterday after church, because celebrating Good Friday service was wonderful yesterday. Um,
Nice.
and so and usually they would buy boxes of buns, they would cut up, you get your sandwich to go
Yes.
afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you can give a donation for a box, a bun. So me carry home a box here, which I'm going to just cut up, shear up, and drop because I have often said if you have to either maintain your weight or something, there
Huh.
is moderation and it requires a lot of work. It
Mhm.
Temptation.
Yes. So I know
Yes.
I love bun, but if we're not careful, I might
Me
start
too.
taking one slice, then I say, oh, me not eat no
Mm.
more. Then temptation take me maybe a day later or even the same day, we go for one more. And before you know it, the box we
Oh,
done.
God.
And if you eat off one box of bun, so that is like problem.
Big,
Yeah.
big time.
You can't eat, yeah. So I just say, you
Ah,
know what? I'm going to get my foil wrap. I'll cut Sophie carry piece for so and so, and that's why the bun come.
You have
eh.
to clear it out of your sight because if
Aha,
you don't, you're gonna keep
pinching.
pinching,
Pinch,
because
listen to me. And especially if the bun nice.
exactly, but and that's the thing. Everybody have their favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody have their favorite bakery. Some want the bakery that the bun is. Of course, now they have ital bun.
Oh, they do.
Yes, they have
Yes.
ital bun.
Yes.
They have stout bun.
Yes.
They
Mm-hmm.
have
Yes.
so for people who don't like a lot of raisins and currants and the cherries,
Mm-hmm.
they
Mm-hmm.
have those with less. Some don't like this one; it's too sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And what's good
Mm-hmm.
is that pretty much the most of the like yummy bakery and all those, you can go and in the stores and get their buns
Mm-hmm.
depending on the
And
area you're in.
listen, I have not been able to find a good bun since I've been down here. Good bun for me. Good bun for me is moist, very moist and full of the cherries and all the other stuff will make it
Mm-hmm.
nice. Because
Mm-hmm.
I did like golden crust bun. Golden
Oh
crust
no.
when I was in New York. I think they catch a good recipe. And I loved it. And since
Mm.
I've been here, I said, no, sir, don't find a bun. One of my classmates said to me the other day, you haven't tried Miss Birdie bun? I said, Miss Birdie make bun? Who is Miss
Oh
Birdie?
yeah, Miss Birdie.
She
I
said,
know
well,
Miss Birdie bakery stuff. Yeah,
listen.
they're
And she
good.
said, go to such and such, Brody, whatever. Go and see and buy Miss Birdie bun, $13. So I said,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Mm.
Listen, you see, lady talk about the temptation. Maybe it may happen the same day. I think by that night between me and my sister, my
You
brother,
eat
my
off
mother,
the all.
if them done.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah.
Bun
They make good cornbread too. Yeah, they make good cornbread.
mm-hmm.
Really?
I
I've
bumped
never
into
heard of it.
I bumped into those baked products a few years ago. I said, yeah, Miss Birdie look kind of goodish. Let me try it.
Yeah, it's from
But it a
Jamaica.
one. Yeah.
It's such
Well,
a fun.
well, I can tell you. Um, I see Ryan mentioned about bun and fish. Nicest thing.
Bun and fish.
Listen,
Okay.
Yes, man. You
yes,
eat the bun
yes.
with the fish.
With
Nicest
the fish,
tasting
somebody
something.
tell me about that, and I tried
Yes,
it
man. Try
because
it.
to me, like we are foodies. So
Me
to me,
never
like
combined
the
it
fish,
yet.
I me
Me
like
I
go
forgot
out
try it.
sense.
Mm-hmm. Bun and fish.
Yes, Bun
sell
and butter
off.
was the first thing.
Nice.
Yes.
The last thing I heard was bun and patty.
Oh, never did that.
Bun and bun
My
and
mother,
patty is a
my mother make bun
bun
and
and
hard
patty is
bread
a thing
sandwich.
now. Yeah.
My mother make bun and hard bread sandwich. Listen to me.
Oh.
Listen, ma.
Oh, I know that
You are a
one.
mess.
Mm-hmm.
I know that one.
With,
Bun and hardwood bread. Me know that
with,
one there.
Hmm.
with
Okay.
chocolate tea the other night. Listen,
Yeah.
man. With chocolate
Bun and
tea.
bread.
Oh,
Mhm.
I was in heaven.
Yeah. So so the more we reminisce about our tradition,
Oh my
it's the
God.
more, if we're not careful, we'll resent living certain places.
True.
Of course. And
Yeah.
you touch on something there. Because
Mhm.
right now, like relatives of mine who are off the grid. I call them being off the grid. And
Mhm.
they can't get this time, they've been managing. But when it come to this time of the year, they say, Lord, not even a bun. And they call and say, oh no, a fried fish. Oh no, I do escoveitch. Somebody can send something come. The whole thing, it's like
Mhm.
they've gone into a new dimension. And all
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
longing and everything, take over. So
Yes.
it's challenging when you are not in the area that is populated with people from, or
Yes,
you have
with
access there.
certain things.
Mhm.
Right, like my brother, he lives in Texas. My sister lives in North Carolina. And when I was in New York, I'm the one who always packed the boxes every Christmas. Thanks. I mean, what do you call it? Easter,
Sister.
the Easter bun
Mhm.
and the cheese. Because if you send a bun, they're not gonna get the kind of cheese that we
No,
use, and it doesn't
right.
taste the same. Doesn't matter what
Right.
other
Man, you,
cheese you
you
put in
can't.
there, it does
Yeah,
not.
you have to
It
get
doesn't taste the
the
same.
good old Jamaican cheddar, the
Yes,
one where
I
you
haven't
can't
been
leave out
able.
and not yeah, you can't put Swiss cheese, American
No,
cheese, and all them other cheeses.
no,
No, it
With it.
have to be. It have
Yes.
to be
no, and I
With
haven't been
that
it.
able to
black and
send
Yeah.
anything for them
Yep.
because I'm in school full time, not working, so I haven't been able to send anything. We hear my brother put in the group say, it's like it looked like he was reminiscing or thinking about the bun and with the cherries and whatever, and he feel drunk already. So I guess he was just
Oh
sending a
wow.
message that I haven't sent anything.
Right, right, right. But see, my Auntie Claire, morning Auntie Claire, she says bun and fish.
All
Yes,
right.
And what
I
Andrea
tried
said
it.
here, no. Andrea, what do you mean when you say no Easter bun? You don't
No
like
Easter
it?
bun,
She
or
have a
she
sad
didn't get
face. She
any.
don't have any.
She don't have
Oh,
any.
and the tasty cheese, nothing beat that. When
No,
you,
it'll be
especially
that.
when it's nice and I like to crush it out. But now I find that I
Yes.
don't eat cheese. I don't eat cheese much. That take cheese with the bun. I don't. I'll eat the bun by
Oh,
itself. Yeah, I'll eat the
yes.
bun. But
Most times
I
I
like
eat the
when
bun by itself.
when the bun's soft and you squeeze it up so with the cheese. Bad. When you squeeze it and then bite into it,
Yeah.
Oh,
not nice. So
you
I'm
You
squeeze
make
it
a
up
telling
you
and
make
you,
then
a
dip
knuck-
it.
you make a
Squeeze
knuckle
it up.
sandwich. You make a knuckle sandwich.
right? Knuckle
Squeeze it up
sandwich.
and dip it in the chocolate tea. Ooh.
Aye. Mm,
Yeah.
mm,
Yeah.
mm, mm, mm.
My uncle in the UK, he's way in his late 80s. And although he has a bakery there, and he is retired now, but he still has the business. But his children run it. One of his daughters primarily, she took it over. And
Mhm.
I was talking to him on Tuesday, and he was talking for a while, and he said, "Oh, somebody hold the phone because my hands are dirty. Let me." So I said, "What happened to your hands?" He said, "Girl, I'm making bun."
Aye.
He said, "I had to
I
come out the house and
Mm,
go down to the shop
mhm.
and make some buns because he makes some specialty buns. He used to send buns to us every Easter. He would send, but the matter of fact, even last year he sent us buns, but he had faced some health challenges, so he was unable to get to it early. So we're not gonna get it for Easter this year. But he was baking
mhm.
buns on Tuesday, yeah,
Mhm.
Wow,
with the
that's
big
nice.
cherries and oh yeah, very very. And then because it's for us, he make it extra extra special.
Mhm.
And then
I
he said, find your own cheese, but you know you're getting your bun. So
Right. Can't be
but
both.
nice.
bun is an absolute must.
Yes,
Must,
yes.
The
The
first
East.
time I took
must.
bun to work, somebody looked at it and said, "What kind of bread is that?" And I said, "It's not bread, it's bun."
Yeah.
And
Oh,
they were saying, "But what?" Because bun
yes.
to them, bun making the comparison again, yard and abroad, bun to them is like a cinnamon bun. It must be round.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it
Round.
must be a little
Yes.
round thing on with probably with a little frosting or icing on there. So they look at it
Yes.
and they think it's a fruit cake or they think it's a some sort of a raisin bread. And I'm like, no, this is not bread. This is what we call bun. And
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
invariably everybody I know usually like it. Some people might not like all the raisins in it and stuff, but that's usually not the majority of people. Everybody kind of gravitate towards it.
Mm-hmm. So here's a story.
Listen.
We
Oh,
cannot help
go ahead.
ourselves talking about bun because that is a staple. Yes, we'll talk about tomorrow that we'll celebrate, the risen Savior and Easter
Yeah.
Sunday and the dandans that will be purchased maybe today or that
And
has already been ironed,
Yeah, you better
starched
have it. You
for
better have it
Saturday.
already.
If not, dog eat
Yeah.
the supper. So they say a story of the Jamaican Easter bun tradition. The weeks leading up to the Easter holidays usually feature an uptick in the number of Jamaican supermarkets and small stores where bun and tin cheese are sold. This
Mm-hmm.
is as residents begin to purchase the sweet bun in bulk. Well, some people buy in bulk in preparation for the holidays. While the tradition of eating bun and cheese during the Easter season is kept alive by Jamaicans at home and abroad, few people are aware of how the tradition actually started. The tradition of
Mm-hmm.
eating buns during Easter is a British tradition that developed between the 16 and 1700s that was later assimilated into Jamaican culture during colonization. In the UK, small, round, and slightly sweet buns called hot cross buns were made with a cross cut into the tops.
Mm-hmm.
These buns were typically eaten during Easter, a tradition the British carried with them when they colonized the island. Over time, Jamaicans put their own spin on the custom, and variations of hot cross buns were made and sold in Jamaica with the same tradition of eating it during Easter. Eventually, as with many other baked goods, Jamaicans added cheese into the mix and began the tradition of a bun and cheese sandwich. Lord, we good, sir.
You
While
know, say
bun and
everything we have
cheese,
to embellish.
me telling
We
you,
have to go on with ourselves, sir.
extra. While bun and cheese are sold all year
Put our own
round,
twist on
there
it.
is generally a spike in sales during Easter owing to the tradition. So see there,
Yeah, all right. In a nutshell.
in a
I'm glad that's
nutshell.
I'm glad that's one tradition that continues. I'm so
Yes.
glad the younger generation, everybody know about
Mhm,
bun and cheese.
mhm.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, I
Yeah,
think it
we
will
just have to
continue
put our own spin to things. That's the thing.
Yeah.
all the time.
So
All the time.
I saw a video the other day that somebody posted, and it was a Jamaican lady and another lady. She's from another island, and we have this so we have that one only Jamaican, and only Jamaica have that. But the thing is, what I say is that whatever we have that you have, we take it and we make our own.
Next
We
level.
put our own
Next
spin on
level.
it and make it our own, and it becomes Jamaican. So that's the
Right.
difference.
Right.
Yeah, you have it too.
Yeah.
We have it different. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Because
just say
look,
go.
that's all it is.
That's all it
You
is.
have to,
And
you
we
have
advertise it and we make it our own. We tell us a free.
right.
Now if you yours, put your own spin on it from your country and advertise it like the Jamaicans are proud of anything when we twist up. Look how we twist up the bun, the hot cross bun, and make it our own.
Right.
And
And
we
make it our
Yeah.
advertise it and make sure everybody know that that's
That's
free.
that.
That's how it
Mm-hmm.
is.
Mm-hmm. And
That's all. That's all it is.
because in Jamaica, because it was even Friday morning, yesterday morning, as I was getting dressed to go to Good Friday service, I tuned in to a service in Jamaica. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the church packed,
Mm-hmm.
Pack.
the big
Yeah.
church
Yeah.
packed with people. And oh my
Mm-hmm.
gosh, they were enjoying the praise and worship and they clapped. And, it was just so refreshing because, yes, we tap into a lot
Mm-hmm.
of what's going on there. So it's not strange. But because
Yes.
I'm getting dressed, knowing that we too will be doing the same thing here for those of us who are able to go to church because
Right.
some have to work,
Right.
Right.
you
And don't
know.
forget too, a part of the tradition is also beach time. A lot of people come down like from Kingston. And when I was, I'm from St. Anne. And when I was in St. Anne, we used to look forward to seeing the buses coming down from Kingston,
Mm,
like buses after buses. Like people just pack up in buses from Kingston. They have trips and they come
yes.
Yeah,
down.
that would
And
be
um, when I was
Easter
in
Monday.
Ochi, being in someone, but they come down from the weekend because they want the whole
Yeah.
weekend experience. So they
Mm,
would
Mm-hmm.
give them the bus park in Otarius to park, and then the
Mm-hmm.
buses from people from ghetto all about them just park the buses there, and then they just come back and sleep in the buses.
mm-hmm.
And they
Oh,
just make it
really?
a whole weekend. Yes, I used
Mm-hmm.
to work with a tourist board when I was there, and that was something that I don't know if that continues. If they're allowed to park in the bus park like they used to. I mean, the bus park would be filled with buses from Kingston, especially, or from St. Thomas, wherever they came from. So at least they have a
Mm-hmm.
place to park, and then they would just go enjoy the town, enjoy the beaches, and then go back to the buses and sleep. Some of them sleep on the beach. Some of them, I mean, they enjoy themselves, and then they go back up Monday evening, Easter
Mm-hmm.
Monday evening.
Because even in
So
my
that was
community,
something.
you had a lot of beach trips being planned.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
That
Right.
was
Yeah.
that was really a thing. And I'm
Monday is
sure,
the cap off. Monday is the
yes.
whole cap off
Mm-hmm.
from Ash Wednesday
Right.
all the way.
Right.
Monday is the last go around. And that's the other thing too, because here you don't get Easter
Easter
Monday.
Monday, no.
You don't get there's no
Don't,
Good Friday
right?
off, no Easter Monday.
Yes.
So
No,
Mm-hmm.
no.
whatever you
Another thing, I follow
yeah.
a page. I follow a page of a friend of mine from St. Anne. It's called St. Anne. A lot of people follow it. And he posted the other day that, I haven't seen one kite in the air. My eye open
Mm.
wide because that seemed very strange, especially for St. Anne, where I usually have the kite
Oh,
festival on Easter Monday. So I said maybe he was a little bit too previous and look out
too
for
early.
kites in the air, but too early,
Oh.
yeah. But
But
normally by
but I
now
mean you
everybody would
need
have.
you need
Go ahead.
favorable wind conditions too for kite flying. If him not
Yeah,
sing
but
on
as
by
long as it
Monday, then
touch
something wrong.
something wrong. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna keep watching. I see.
yeah. Because they have to pass on that tradition. Because if the older ones don't pass it on to the younger ones, they won't know it's a thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Kite making
'Cause
was a big
that's something we look
deal.
forward to. Everybody have them
Kite,
kite and you are run, we used to carry to the beach
yes,
and you are run back where you are run for catch wherever the wind is and who going higher
yes.
and all that stuff.
Because
But if you don't
then
let
back
them
then
know
if
it's a thing,
you
eh?
had couple bamboo plant, back then you had couple bamboo plant, you have to set the dog around it to watch it because people would be coming to cut out the bamboo to go make kites.
Exactly. Well, we had Riverside. We had Riverside with a whole heap of bamboo trees. So all roads would lead there so everybody can get their supplies. But it was, no, and nowadays you can buy kites pre-made, we're fancy, and you just set it up and you're
Yes,
gone. Real fancy and nice. But
yes, I'm my
traditions are, yeah, tradition should
different.
be kept and passed down. That's why they name traditions. You have to pass it down
Absolutely.
so that
My
our
brothers used to
children and
do.
their children know about it.
Right. My
Mm-hmm.
brothers used to set up their kite overnight, and the kite would be hoisted and it would stay there all night. Then they would have it grounded in the ground with like
Mm-hmm.
they push a stake in the ground and tie
They
it
put a
onto it
peg, yeah.
so it stay where
Right.
and it just stay there all night. Sometimes we can't sleep, like we'd get up just to come see if the kite's still out there. We'll peep through the window, see if we hear it dolly, you hear that the what do you
Yes.
call them? The wings
Yeah,
like
wings,
flapping and so
yeah.
on the kite.
Yeah.
that was something
It
that
was
was
so
exciting.
fun.
And then we've done a little rise, so we had good wind, coming from the ocean all the way down,
Right.
and that kite would stay there all night.
Mm-hmm. Well, see here.
So those are
Welcome,
things that I
everybody.
really miss.
We're so happy to have you. Don't forget to share the link that you are watching with at least 5 people and let them know that we're there. Oh, share the link,
Yes, we're there.
share, and like, share, and subscribe. Share the link. Say hey, see, like, comment, share, subscribe, and remember to subscribe. There is no cost to it. Okay, FREE. It is free.
Very.
Welcome. I'm Lady D, Jackie, and Sherns. We're here chatting about Easter, the difference between Yaad,
Yes.
Jamaica. So no notice me did set up my little yard and abroad.
Me
Yeah.
like it.
Yard
We
and
see it.
abroad. Over here, sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Uh-huh.
no, I was about to say, and if you're wondering why is the background a little busy, it's because people are eat. That's what we do. So
That's
we
it.
want you. You may
Yes.
be doing Jackie talk about chocolate tea because Jackie's family, they are foodies.
Yes,
So
we are.
if you're doing chocolate tea this
Unapologetically.
morning, if you're doing making
Yes.
your chocolate tea this morning, or you just had egg and bread or plantain and bread,
Our piece of
Mm-hmm.
piece of
no,
pudding.
tell me why we didn't just say plantain. We have to say plantain.
You plant.
Plantain.
Yeah.
Why?
That is why sometimes you're going to a Jamaican restaurant and somebody come in and say, oh, they get their lunch and say, and can I have some plantains? The
Right,
first time somebody said
Plantains.
plantain, I was like, plantains?
right.
But then again, that's the
Yeah.
influence. But you know what, with all this eating thing, I think it's a widely done tradition in my family. What we usually do is, from Lent, from Ash Wednesday start, we don't eat meat until Easter Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So we go
Right.
meatless.
Right. We
It's
usually do that.
vegetables, right? It's just vegetables and fish. So by the time Easter Sunday come, you're fiending. You're fiending. You were planning. We're planning from last week. The week before, how you are going to either make beef, you are going to make pork, you are going to make curry goat, or sometime all of the above, depending on how many family members coming over. You're making everything because you've been eating nothing but fish and veg.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So Easter Sunday is the culmination. It's the culmination of
Yeah.
all of the nammings.
I love that.
All the nammings.
Damn it.
Yeah, and even
Yesterday.
Good Friday. You had to Good Friday. My grandmother used to say no fire, no light. We
Nice.
not light no
Yes.
fire.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore you have to
Yes,
eat
that's
the
true.
fish with the escoveitch from the day before, and with the vinegar
Mm-hmm.
and the onions that it keep it, and you would eat that with a big hunk of hard dough bread, and then some people
Yes.
would fry dumpling behind it. And when festival became a thing, festival start come join the parties. But that was Friday. And
Mm-hmm.
today you still have to
Yes.
wait till tomorrow. That's what the table look like that. You
Yes,
put
there you
can
go.
everybody,
Right.
Body together.
everybody.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, y'all,
I don't
Sharon.
think we've given up. I don't think
Oh, Jackie freeze. All right. So, but until Jackie comes back, so let me give you a quick snippet of the Easter Monday business in
that
Jamaica.
this period, fish
Oh,
fry.
Oh,
Jack, you froze.
we
So
didn't hear
you
anything.
have to talk again.
Right. I think I noticed that. No, I'm
Yeah.
saying I don't think we gave up the fish tradition because you realize that during this season, fish prices go up because a lot of
Yes,
people are buying
please.
fish.
Yes.
I went to Broward Meat yesterday, and the fish line long been round the corner, and it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
predominantly
What you
Caribbean
have to
people
do,
shops there.
you have to buy your fish from 2 weeks before Easter, whether you buy it by the box or you just go in and pick up
Mm-hmm.
a few. To
Mm-hmm.
beat the prices, you have to buy 2, 3 weeks, no mind shop, even a month prior to Easter.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was a time that these merchants, these fish shops would not have known. but now they know the Caribbean tradition. So them jack up the price.
Yes.
Are the same fish, are the same everything,
Same
but they
fish.
jack up the prices astronomically because they
Yeah,
know that the you know the
Yes.
demand for it. And
it's
when
Yes.
next week
greater.
come, the same
Hmm.
thing, it just fall right back down.
But guess what? So, because we want to maintain our culture, even
Mm-hmm.
when the prices are spiked, we grumble and we complain, but we still go
Mm-hmm.
join the line
And
and
buy
We
we
still
same
stand
here.
up
got line
Yeah.
and bite, right?
And,
and
and, they- and,
bite.
they- and then when you reach up there, say, Miss Chin, make you a treat with, so make you go on some Miss Chin.
Eh, Since when you reach up here, so and last year
Eh,
when we come, or last week when we come, right? It wasn't so expensive. But
exactly.
but that's the thing with humans, we want to make the sacrifice for
Mm-hmm.
ourselves. We want to ensure that we family feel good, that nobody no feel left out, like the spirit
Yes.
now happen of the season.
Right.
We
Because
just want
because
to
you know
be
because you
present.
know remember woe be unto you, somebody can't look for you know no fish and bread at your yard, and
Right.
have the this them all supposed to wait, have no
Yes.
bun, no
You know
cheese, not
nothing.
there,
I know.
Hmm.
have make you not have no bun. Them now
Yes.
go but stay, them now but stay. They
Hmm.
came for a visit,
Hmm.
but if you don't have none of that fear to give them, a gone, them gone.
But I can
God,
tell
them
you,
gone.
but as I remember in Jamaica, people when they come stop by, is either they have a whole a bun, or they have half, or they have a piece,
Yes.
and them a leave
Yes.
it
Them will
with
come with
you.
something.
Them a come with
They're
Right.
coming with
something.
something.
Yeah.
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 Hmm. So that
Even if
was
you
something.
We
sometimes
used
turn
to.
around and the same bakery, but thank God they're different bakeries. Because sometimes the same bakery bun you have, the same bakery bun they carry come. You
Mhm.
know? So
Yes.
you just share up and pass it
Yes.
on. You
And
share up and you pass it on.
what we like is the aroma. So when the whole fish frying
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
project begins, you just hear the rattling of the pans in the kitchen.
Yep.
You hear who are season up, right? And them, I tell you that I would not have traded being raised in penance for nothing. If
Right.
because yes, I was
That
born
was
in
your best,
Kingston
Lady
and
D.
stuff.
You always talk about that. I love the.
Listen,
I love that too.
yeah, I wouldn't trade living in town because find the town experience as a child ended at 7 and started at 7 in Clarendon.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
even though we
Mm-hmm.
would go back and forth for holidays and stuff like that, but me not think say me would have all that
Yeah. It's
Fun.
the it's the
And
experience.
experiences.
Yeah, the
Yeah, it's the
yes.
experience.
experiences.
The
Yeah.
Yeah.
experience was just too rich, brother. I would not have
Oh
traded
yeah.
that
Oh
for
yeah.
No.
anything.
And
And as we're
yeah.
talking
Absolutely.
about Easter Monday, they say, how do Jamaicans celebrate Easter Monday? Very short. This is because there is no spring break, they claim, in
Mm-hmm.
Jamaica, and Good Friday and Easter are considered public holidays. The Monday after Easter is also a day of celebration. Often people will be found on the beach,
Oh
flying,
yeah.
flying kites, and attending various shows and events.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's when we normally have like youth clubs competing.
Yes.
The youth club from that community and your community, you have a whole fun day. Or in my district, it used to end up with a cricket match. And it used to be so good to see all the players in their full white.
Hmm.
They would
Mm-hmm.
have on white hat, white shirt, white pants, the white shoes,
White
the
out.
gloves, yeah, everything. And they would have events leading up to the afternoon. And they
Hmm.
had music and curry goat and manish water is a staple.
Whoa,
And
whoa,
and
whoa.
and yeah, man, and Fudgy come round pan him thing, and back then,
Right.
the ice cream was only either vanilla or grape nut, nothing else,
Nothing
no
else.
other variation.
And it was
Hmm.
creamy and
Yeah, man,
nice.
when Fudgy
Flavor.
reach is either vanilla or grape nut. Nobody asks for cherry, pina colada, chocolate,
So,
pistachio. You just go up there and say, "Give me an ice cream, Fudgy," and you was quite fine with the
yeah.
flavor of the day, whatever it was.
Well, yes, fudgy would come through, but we also had our own ice cream maker, which I've talked about a lot.
Oh yeah, brother Tabana.
Brother Tabada.
Brother Tabana.
Lord,
And
I
Brother
said the
Tabana did pull
powder.
off a few different flavors. You
sure,
know, yes, because hey, he
What?
make him own ice cream. So when him pour in vanilla, champagne, everybody, right?
sure.
The syrup, hello.
Brother
Oh,
Tabana.
And it would
Oh
not
my.
have been so creamy because, you have to
Because
buy
of the
the ice
salt.
and then pour the salt and then pour it
The
in the
salt.
ice and in crunch and in spin him thing him. And
uh,
you get a bit of chewing going on, but you know no problem. You don't have no problem with that.
The only thing you had to look out for next was the bathroom.
Well, me talk about that because them you have measuring can.
right.
There are no
They
measuring
measure. They use
containers.
they not use their hand and their eyes.
Discretion.
Right.
Sometimes some things were a little overcompensated,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
especially the milk powder. You know,
Right.
but that is
Oh my
boy. But
goodness.
Easter is really the time when we get to, because of course we go through many Christian traditions. We go through the season of Lent. We do the 40-day fast. We just wrapped up 40-day fast.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I told you last year I did such a rigorous fast that one of my pastors, they called me over and say, Lady D, are you okay? I
Oh
said,
gosh.
Wow.
I said, yes. He said, because you have lost a lot. No, 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 Miss Emina, all that big.
Right.
And I did I did take off some. And
Mm-hmm.
I've had cheekbones. So when your face look a little gone, it kind of obvious.
Eh,
Yeah.
He said,
sculpted.
he
A
said,
little.
oh, because him concerned that maybe me sick. Something happened with me.
Oh.
So I said, no, sir, I'm not sick, but I did do a lot of juicing and so on. This year I did the fast, but not as rigorous as I had done it before.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So, but we did 40-day fast, and many Christians across the world, and people give up during the Lenten season. They give up different things. The danger
Right.
of that, though, is that when you take that leave for some time, for the 40 days, you have to,
Mm-hmm.
it's a gradual process, just jump back in same time
No.
and start to eat up, whether it's pork or oxtail or chicken or
Right.
Yeah.
rice,
You
or
can't. Yeah.
you have to take
Yeah.
your time.
You have to
Yeah.
take your time.
No, we don't do that, do we? The fast finish, we just eat a meal.
But me think that's kind of unfair. So that the fast the last right so till Easter when you have to eat that whole heap of food.
Well,
No,
it's
you don't have
discipline.
You
to.
know?
No.
We do it, but we don't have to. We do it. That
Mm,
is why they're telling you that when you do the self-denial, if you're a chocoholic,
mhm,
or you love coffee,
mhm.
you love
Ahem.
coffee, and you go on up, you say to yourself, you know what, because it's just a case where you are emulating the fact that Jesus didn't, he did so
Mhm.
much, and you're gonna give up certain things, but we tend to just jump back in it because we miss it so
So
much,
much,
but
yes.
it ought not to be so. You're
Mhm.
supposed to take your time and go back into it gradually. It
Yes.
would be
Gradually.
like you cut out bread. For some people, bread is their Achilles
Ahem.
heel, and
Mhm.
they cut it
Ahem.
out. And when they get back to it, instead of eat a slice, them eat quarter of the loaf
Yeah. Like
at
the
one
bun,
sitting.
which
Yeah,
is like the bun. Yes.
right,
But so we know that there are different types of fast. So
right,
Yes.
most churches do the Daniel fast. But
yeah,
what we encourage is that if you know you have underlying conditions, any
yes.
kind of extremity of any kind, then
Mm-hmm.
please, because we say no wheat, no sweet, no meat, right?
Right.
Okay.
And you
Mm-hmm.
work around that and you can have a meal for the day. We're not saying sip water for the whole 40 days.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
But do
Them
you
kind of
know?
stuff.
But do you know some people do absolute fast with nothing, not even water?
I
Mm,
I can't
I don't
do
know.
that.
There's a young lady right now that I know. I didn't know she had some health issues. Actually, she has cancer because she
Okay.
put it out there, and she flew from New York where she lived, and she's in, I think it's Colorado if I remember right, at a place where she has to do a 30-day fast.
Dry fast?
Yeah, and all she can have is water.
Okay, so it's not a dry fast. A dry fast is nothing at all, not even water.
And I think it's for her healing because apparently there are doctors there, and she made a video the other day, I think this week, I think it was Wednesday, that she was a little weak, so they gave her some broth, and
Of
that
course, you will
revived,
get weak because you're losing muscle.
Dehydration and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
and
losing
that
muscle
and
mass.
that. But not only that, remember, cancer is something that eats away at your body, so I guess they're starving the cancer. That's
But
the
but
only
in,
thing
but
I can.
invariably she's also being stuck. So they couldn't let her do like a
I
broths
I
or
don't
fruit or
know.
natural fruit juice or something.
I don't know, but apparently it's supposed to be 30 days like that.
Oh
But
my gosh.
I don't know if that's, I think
So it's
maybe,
a trial run. Is it a trial run?
I don't know,
Oh,
because I
okay.
never even knew of, her illness. So somebody that I know, I don't, talk to her that deeply, but it's just somebody I know, and I know her husband. But
Right.
when she put it out there, she, had cancer, and her tumors are big, protruding from her chest and
Oh
stuff. I'm saying this
my.
is serious. So
Oh.
when she said
Yeah.
she's going to this place and she wants us to follow her on the journey and join her daily on the fast if we can. So
Okay.
and they're Christians too.
So that's
So
that.
I
Wow.
think
That's
they're probably trying to starve the cancer. That's the only thing I can say. But I pray her well, and I
yeah.
pray that things work out for her.
Right.
And
Right. Right.
her faith probably will heal her. Maybe
Oh
she
yeah.
has more than me to do that, and she
Yeah.
still remains
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
vibrant.
So welcome
So,
everybody. Welcome. We are here talking about Easter, Yaad versus abroad, or Yaad and abroad, whichever one. Where is your
Mm-hmm.
abroad? Where you come from? We are Jamaicans. And I know a lot of Jamaicans come on. Andrea now, a Jamaican now lives in Barbados. And
mhm.
Andrea, I hope one of these Saturdays you can come on and make we talk about Barbados with you. What
Yes.
it is like living
Andrea, come on, make we talk about cuckoo and flying fish.
there. Right?
Ham.
Yes, that would be nice. So let's
Yes, we
look
want
at
to
some of the
live somewhere
yeah,
else.
yeah. And we've
Yeah.
been asking that, listen, we are the panelists and we do have guests from time to time.
Yes, you see
Right.
all these squares? These
And
squares can
they
be
need to
filled
be
up.
filled up with it can take a max of 10 ourselves included. Hello.
Yeah, there you go.
And you
Right.
just talk. So let's do a quick hello again. So Andrea says, even here, meaning in Barbados, the tradition is not as high as before, I guess, meaning the whole Easter
Oh
thing.
Easter.
wow.
Oh, wow.
And she also she says, in my area, you can't fly kite because it's near the airport.
Okay.
Oh, that's understandable.
She also says some young people put out their kite with the bull on it and people complain about the noise.
Huh?
Charles says, last time I went home, I bring back my Easter fish because I didn't want to be in that rush. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And mom says, protective and concerned of her diabetic mother.
That's me. I
Oh,
deny her. She said I
denied
deny her.
yesterday for buying bun and cheese. Okay.
As if me never want the bun and cheese too.
Mhm.
Oh Lord.
Valerie says, between the ages of 6 and 10 years old, I helped my neighbor with his ice cream machine for a cone. Lord, the memory feel good. And Andrea,
Yeah.
what you don't eat? What were we
She don't
talking
eat
about?
the flying fish.
Oh, you don't eat flying fish. Well, I had said
Okay.
that anything that is cooked, I will try.
All right
Mm-hmm.
now.
Mhm.
See, there goes the adventurous Lady D again, but
If it's
nobody knew.
seasoned up and tasty, may we try.
You try alligator?
May we try. If it meaty from it or meat and
Them say it,
season it up.
Iguana,
years ago,
iguana.
there was that a bean, iguana bean for people of Guyana and them places there.
Yeah, me
Mm.
know.
I was watching, I was just watching, as I say, iguana, I was just watching a reel from what's his name, Major Hype. And he does his
Yes.
cameos.
Yeah.
And they were sitting down with a curry meat and a rice. And the other one is saying, how you like it? He said, it tastes good, this is good. He said, well, I come to your house, I was gonna cook something for you. I'm looking around to see what I could use, and I just has to make, I look, and I had to make do with what I see. So he said, well, you find something to cook? He said, yes. So he said, how you like the iguana? And the guy was chewing all along. So I said, how you like the iguana? And he said, what you mean? And he said, well, I see it over there in the cage. So I just bust the throat. He put up a fight, but
Oh
I bust
boy.
the throat. And see you eating it. Kind of have the Trini accent. He says, you eating it? The guy said, no, that's Sammy. He was a pet. You're talking about pet, and I come here and I hungry and you don't have nothing. So you prefer pet over me?
Oh dear. Oh
Tell
God.
me something, Charles. Where is he from?
I
Where
don't know,
is? And
I
I
have
don't
met
think
him.
he
I have
revealed.
met him in person, but he can do all the Caribbean accents. He has
Yes,
all them down pat. I'm not sure where
Pat,
he's from.
and he
He,
hasn't
he probably,
revealed it.
I think he's probably Trinidad.
He hasn't revealed it. Let me tell you something.
We
That
can
guy
we
made me
can find
laugh.
that out. That's not hard to find out. I can find that out.
But one of my classmates though, right here, yeah, I'm right next to the water, and there's a little island out in the lake, and over there the iguanas and birds and so live, and they always come over a lot. So they used to be right by the deck right here,
Yes, because I I
and
I have seen.
yes. But the thing is, when they get too much, they send the environmental protection, whatever animal
Yes.
protection people, and they shoot them. So
The
I used to,
iguanas.
so yeah, so to control the population of them. So I hardly see any, if any. One, you
Wow.
might see an old one now and again, but you don't see them anymore like that, which
Oh
Mm.
I don't
wow.
mind. But one of my classmates, when there were a lot, I used to tell one of my classmates, "Oh my God, a lot of iguanas came up this morning and they were on the tree." And he said to me, you need to bring them, come and give me."
Oh yeah, they will eat them with
He's,
no qualms
yes,
whatsoever.
he's from Guyana.
Oh
And
yeah.
he said, you need to bring me over there, let me come catch them. And he said, so I said, what does it taste like? He said, it tastes like fish.
Hmm.
Oh,
And the meat is like fish. And
okay.
It's
actually,
a concern.
the iguanas are vegetarians. They don't eat anything else but the trees and leaves and
There
stuff.
you
That's what
go.
they eat.
See there now. All
So
that too.
people would rather eat that than.
See, up my street, all that too. I God, I tell you. Mhm. So, for
Oh
those of
my
you who are
goodness.
on the chat with us, drop in the comment section what you
Oh
like
my
to do
gosh.
at Easter time, and we'll just mention it. Drop it in, tell us what you do. But we want to ensure that we know where we come from. We know where we come from, and we
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
want to boast and brag about it
Right.
yes.
without any fear and trembling.
No. And
That's
even
it.
and
Yeah.
even though a lot of food is involved, and we're talking about a lot of food, these holidays, you realize we talk about a lot of foods. It's not only about the foods.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There
but
are other
you
things
know
that
what?
people
I
do.
I think, yeah, I think too. Well, Easter is around springtime. And one thing I miss too. And somebody in Jamaica had showed their floral arrangement, and I said, oh my goodness, you remember the Easter lilies?
Yes.
Yes.
The Easter lilies would be scattered around, because like where I come from, on our property, because they're from bulbs. It's like the lilies here. The bulbs, once they bloom and come up, and the flower fades, they like just
Mhm.
disappear again until the next season.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the person had the whole, and I said, oh my goodness, I remember on our land, they have, we have all those lilies, but not being there at this time of the
Yeah.
year to see them. By the time you go in the summer, they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
But that was also a freshness that came with the season. When you look
Yeah,
around and you see these lilies popping up and all of that, then you know definitely that
yeah. And
it's
there are
Easter
certain
time.
plants that show up round about that time of year that
Right,
you look forward to. Yeah.
right, right, right.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday, I think I had posted a video in the group with this guy setting his egg for Easter.
Oh yeah.
Setting his egg on water because he want go foreign or something like that.
Oh, so
So
him want to see a
he
ship.
want to see a ship or a plane.
Well, me who a PC one.
See, they know.
Cause if he see
Right.
coffee, no problem.
Nah.
Lord have
Well,
mercy.
some of those things, remember, because if you put the egg in water, it's the egg not egg in water,
Egg,
but if you
yeah,
put
the egg
The
white, the
white,
egg
the egg
the
white,
egg
white.
white,
the egg
Yeah.
white in water.
then they say you would, if you see a boat or a ship,
Hmm.
I don't know if you see a canoe, but you're going somewhere
Me
Yeah.
set mine,
soon.
me set mine, and me a look all no. Me a wonder what. Everybody else I see something, and so me not seeing. So me, me not
But
gone away.
there's a way, there's a specific way you have to break it. You can't just dunk it in the water. So there's a specific way and a specific time
Mm-hmm.
Lord have
that you
mercy.
have to do it, and you put it out in the dew and all them something. You can't just haul it and throw it. That is something and put in a one corner. And so it go. It have to manifest.
We not have the patience.
No, you
No,
have to do it.
sir.
You have
Yes,
to do it. I
right.
remember my cousins used to do it. I never did one for myself because I was too young, but I would watch them do it, and they would very carefully crack a little hole and tip it a certain way, and it have to set, the container, you got to put it on the window sill, on the outside sill, so it's open to the elements. It's not inside the house.
Mm-hmm.
And it have to be before dawn and all them things there.
Mm-hmm.
Lord
What
have
wrong with you,
mercy.
man?
It's a process.
It's a
Yeah.
process. So me that
Yeah.
think, but that's
And
one
look
thing.
here,
That's one
God
tradition
help
I think
us.
is out the window.
Hello, but look here, God help us because them the origins they are good and all paganism and we don't know.
But it is
God
because
protect fool and baby
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
Yes,
and
yes,
we don't know
yes.
what we are going with.
And then the next thing at Easter time in Jamaica is, Carnival, which I'm telling you, when that was first thought of and
Hmm.
publicized, have mercy. There was a
Mm-hmm.
backlash from the church,
Yes.
and but them hold them ground, and them carnivals still a go
To
on.
this day, it's
Yeah.
it's
Yes, brother.
yeah.
Because if they have they have
Mm-hmm.
enough voices to join in and stand for it, then
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
if they stick to their guns, they're gonna get through with it, come hell or high
High
water.
water. Seems so.
They're going
Yeah.
to do it, and what can we do? We have to live cohesively in this world here until such
Mhm.
time. But even here with all this Easter eggery business, because we never had no. I mean, I don't know if on any of you did Easter egg. We
No, we
used to
did.
have Easter basket at church.
Mm-hmm.
And for us, it wasn't like chocolate. Like here, you go to buy a child a Easter basket. It have various candies and a lot of chocolate, and of course the chocolate bunny and the fake Easter egg. When you crack it, it have something inside, and the
Mm-hmm.
little peeps and all that stuff. That's what is here. But in growing up in Jamaica, we used to have baskets, with little festooned with ribbons and things of that nature,
Mm-hmm.
but it had fruits in it. You
Yes.
might get you
Yes.
might get two juju or two icy mint. You remember juju?
Oh no, I love it.
You would get
Yes.
two juju in it, or if you look, you get a what you call, what you name again? Well, geez, what is something name? You get a gizzarda or a
Mm-hmm.
coconut cake.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But
The
you
white,
want to know,
the pink on top.
yes, that one.
Mm-hmm.
You would get one of that, and you are dig forget that, cause when you find that you put it, well, for me, I put it to the side because that I feel later on.
Mm-hmm.
And you would eat around the other things. But here, Easter baskets, I mean, my three grandkids, honestly, I didn't even buy none this year because the prices of them gone so sky high. Because now they're putting toys in,
Mm.
you
Hmm.
know? When you look at there's a toy in there and a whole heap of something, and for me it's almost $100 by the time you
Mhm.
buy three
My
three
goodness.
good ones. Yeah. And then my daughter now want them eat all the candy anyway. So I'm like, nobody now get no Easter basket. I have to come get bun and cheese, that's it, and fish.
Exactly.
Oh
So,
Lord.
Yeah,
so
but the Easter egg hunt
so
and all
this
them something at
guy,
the White House. It's a big thing up at the White House. You have to the children invite to get an invite to go do the Easter egg roll and the Easter egg hunt
hmm
and all those things. It's a highlight of Easter Sunday for them.
So let me mention here too, as we're talking about what takes place here in the US, which is
Mm,
the objective of the show. They say, where did the Easter bunny come from? The Bible
mm-hmm.
the Bible makes no mention of a long-eared, short-tailed creature
Never.
who delivers decorated eggs to well-behaved children on Easter Sunday. Nevertheless, the Easter bunny has become a prominent symbol of Christianity's most important holiday. The exact origins of this mythical mammal are unclear, but rabbits, known to be prolific procreators, are an ancient symbol of fertility and new life. According to some sources, the Easter Bunny first arrived in America in the 1700s with German
Mm.
immigrants who settled in Pennsylvania and transported their tradition of an egg laying hare called Osterhays or Oster haws. Their children
Okay.
made nests in which this creature could lay its colored eggs. Eventually, the custom spread across the United States, and the fabled rabbit's Easter morning deliveries expanded to include chocolate and other types of candy and gifts, while decorated baskets replaced nests. Additionally,
Mm.
children often left out carrots for the bunny in case he got hungry from all his hopping.
All
And
right. Well,
and
that
okay,
and it
makes
and it
sense.
continues and continues.
this guy has another take
Mommy
on
did
it.
it.
I
Their
don't know if you
parents
can
did it.
hear.
Grandma and grandpa did it. Great grandparents did it. You do it because everybody else has done it all your life. You just kind of go along because everybody else has done it, right? All right. But where did it come from?
That's the
Does the thought
tradition.
ever cross your mind? First of all, let me make a statement here that's going to blow your mind.
This is a
You know
pastor.
that Easter Sunday cannot possibly be the day of the resurrection? You know why? Easter never falls on the same date year to year, right? It can't be the day of Jesus' resurrection. I'll tell you why. Look at the screen here. For example, let's go back 5 or 6 years. In 1996, Easter came on April the 7th. That's when you all celebrated it. The next year, 1997, it came on March the 30th. The next year, 1998, it came on April the 12th. Last year, it came on April the 3rd.
That's
Next year,
1999.
it's going to come on April the 23rd. So how can you have a difference from April the 23rd clear back to March 30th? That's a difference of 23 days. How does that happen? I'll tell you how it happens. Easter is not regulated by a date. Easter is regulated by the solar system. You know why? Easter always comes the first Sunday after the first full moon, after the equinox, when days and nights are equal length. You never knew that, did you? Isn't that amazing? And so all the people that are celebrating the resurrection of Jesus on Easter Sunday morning, it's just not true. It didn't happen then. Okay? But anyway, the question is, how did we ever get Easter on the first Sunday after the first full moon after the equinox? Did you ever wonder about that? I'll tell you where it comes from. Would you like to guess? It comes from Babylon. You're right. Everything goes back to Babylon. I don't care what it is.
Babylon.
In Babylon, they had a goddess of fertility.
They're the
Her name was,
fertility.
interestingly, Ishtar. Ishtar. That's where we get our word Easter from, was this pagan goddess of fertility. If you doubt this, by the way, go home tonight in your encyclopedia and look up Easter in your encyclopedia. It'll tell you the whole story that I'm going to tell you right now. It's in every history book. And what they did, this goddess of fertility called Ishtar, They worshipped her in the springtime. You know why? Because everything was coming to life, and she was the one that caused all life and everything to grow anyway. So they thought she got very active in the springtime. So they honored her always on the first Sunday after the first full moon, after the equinox. That was Ishtar's name, because she was the goddess of fertility, the goddess of reproduction. And you know what happened, folks? They took that then, and they celebrated this day of her in her honor, and so did Medo Persia, and so did Greece. In fact, Greece had her under another name called Venus. You ever heard of Venus before? That's Ishtar in Babylon, the same thing.
So I don't want to take up the whole time playing the whole
Okay.
but it's very interesting. It went on to tell you about the rabbit and the fertility that Lady D mentioned. They tied that in, and as the traditions went on, the egg became
but you know
that
what?
symbol of
We go.
fertility.
We understand all of that. We just gonna say it. If it not go so, it nearly go so.
It nearly goes so.
It nearly got so. Because,
Yes.
and that's why you have some people and some religions who will say, I am not celebrating Christmas. I'm not celebrating because what we are
Right,
celebrating is not on that day. How did you arrive at that day? How you know it's that date? And that's why for us, our religion, we say, look, it might not be on that day.
Mhm.
It might not be
right,
the date we are saying, but we know that it happened. You know what I mean?
right,
So that's what we are remembering. So we're not going to get hung up on if it's April, if it's March, if it's 20 days or whatever. And yeah, we know
right,
the tides and the moon and the days that plays a very important role. But if we are limited in our understanding and in our comprehension, so it's very hard to get hung up on all of that stuff. I will not get hung up on all of that. That's why I say if it not goes so, it nearly goes so. You hold what you
right.
hold, and we agree to disagree. You know?
But the Jewish people, like in their some of their history, it's not that they're denying that Christ didn't exist, They're not denying that. It's just that they are not claiming that they were
Yeah.
responsible for
They
his
don't
death.
deny. No, they don't deny.
They
They
don't
don't
deny.
deny that he exists. They don't deny. They don't deny he exists. They know he existed. They have him as a prophet. They have him as a holy man, and so on. They just don't think he's the Messiah. That's all.
Right.
They know he existed. They believe it. They just don't have him as the savior,
As
like
the, right.
we. Yeah, no, they don't have that. That's
Okay.
So
it.
Sorry, I was listening, but I had zoomed out a moment to do something. But yes. So we have 3 minutes to go. We talk
mm-mm.
out, we measure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, happy Easter, everyone. Whatever you
Yes.
do, enjoy it. Some people have been locked down and locked in for the winter, and now everything is budding and springing, and you
Hmm.
want to put on lighter clothing and go to your family's home and reminisce and have a meal,
Is it
break
is it even
bread, as
looking
they
like
would say.
spring? Is it even
Huh?
looking like spring up north
Yes, very
there?
much.
It's
Everything is
coming.
budding. Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Hmm.
nice.
It's
Pink,
coming.
pink, pink and white blossoms
Yes.
and you name
Wow.
it.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Hmm. So
Wow,
Mm-hmm.
me I feel
every
fun
time.
hard down here because I mean we
Mm-hmm.
get some nice breeze the other day, yeah, yesterday too. We had some nice breeze, but it's really sunny, and when you
Mm-hmm.
go in the car, it's really hot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
it's sunny, but it's chilly because I've been out early and it was like
mhm.
think it was 42 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
okay,
Yeah.
but the
But
sun is
there was a
bright though.
wind. Because they said today we go up to a high of 59, but
that's
59,
summer.
59 is at five
Yeah.
o'clock.
And then it just dip again. By the
And
time
then
you
it will
feel
go
it, it
down
gone again.
because
Yeah,
we're going to go in
Okay,
a low of 39.
yeah, but it's bright.
Yeah.
I'll take bright, sunny, and cold.
Hmm.
yes,
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it does something. The sun does something for the
Mm.
spirits.
It
oh
shows.
yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
oh
Well,
yeah.
we're wrapping up, everyone, but we,
Whatever your tradition is,
yes, and we give thanks that we can all just share, you know,
yeah.
Yeah.
the days and what our existence right now. We are here.
Oh
We
yes,
still have
Yeah.
experiences. Every day is a new experience. Yes, I sometimes I say to myself, can I actually recall? Would I be able to recall the minute details of what I did yesterday?
No.
Mm.
Right? Every thought
Yeah.
that was conceived, every
Uh-huh.
movement you made, how many steps you made yesterday.
Right.
My.
Can't.
We
No,
can't.
not at all.
You can't.
Try as you might.
Hmm. You wouldn't be
Yeah,
able to. So
can't do it.
that's the mystery of how God created us.
Mm-hmm.
And we are celebrating his death, burial, and resurrection and
Resurrection.
ascension of his son Jesus Christ. That's a
Yeah,
Christian
man.
faith.
That's
And
it.
so tomorrow we will go out and sing He's Risen.
And put on your Easter bonnet
Hey,
and your gloves.
yeah,
Because
sure.
after all, and you know what? In the village, there's gonna be the Easter hat parade tomorrow.
Mm,
That's a
okay.
highlight of what happens here.
Mm-hmm.
I almost
Mm.
forgot to mention. Yeah, you have everybody. I mean, the hats are extremely fabulous. You have from the normal to the ridiculous to the insane. Some of
I
them are piled high. They have bunnies jumping out of them. They
Mm.
have feathers and
actually have
flowers.
never seen it. I've never
You
seen
have
the
never
hat.
seen it?
No, the hat
Oh no,
parade.
you're going to look it up, and it's an entire parade. It's a
Mhm.
men, women, children, dogs, all of
Wow.
them, hats of every description. It's a big major tourist attraction draw.
Mm.
Everybody come and you just jump in and walk along the route.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
tomorrow.
But
Yeah.
hey,
Brothers. Well,
so
I miss when a Good Friday you used to see the whole drove of people coming down the street, leaving church
mhm.
in their white. Everybody would be Sunday. Everybody would be in a white. So
Mhm.
Hmm.
in
And
Jamaica, I'm
on
talking
Good Friday we would wear
black,
purple,
purple or
lavender,
black.
black.
Lavender.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know what? The Catholics, I did not see it this year, but then again, I was not in my neighborhood. They do the stations of the cross, and they
Oh, the
actually,
reenactment. Yes.
yes, they actually have the cross like a life-size cross, and they have, the whole procession, and
Mhm.
Yes.
they walk and they do the whole thing.
When
I
I
didn't
lived
see it this year.
when I lived on the concourse, I used to see that. And I was right
Yeah,
there.
there's
My
a lot
window
of
was right there, so I could just look out and see them walking on the concourse and the person with the cross and all of that. The
yeah,
Mhm.
the
yeah.
Spanish community.
Yes, they're big on that. That's a thing
Yeah.
that they do that a lot. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well,
Well,
anyway, folks.
we want to say thanks to everyone who tuned in. Have yourselves a blessed Easter
Yes.
season. And
Yeah.
remember, even after Sunday, we live for Him daily. Yes, sir?
Hmm.
Yes, yes.
So don't forget that part of it. But ladies,
Right.
thank you for joining me as always. And we're
Sure
looking
thing.
forward to next week, when we come back with something.
Yeah. Yes.
We return.
Okay.
We're
We
gonna
return
wheel
with
and come
something else.
again.
That's right. So to all who watching, thank you. And we love you. Happy and holy Easter, everybody. We're out.
Yeah, bye.
Bye, everybody.
Lions United Sports Club, 111-29, 172nd Street, Jamaica, Queens. Semi-annual fish fry on Friday, April 19, 2 p.m. to midnight is the perfect spot to bring your girl and your guy, family and friends. Enjoy escoveitch fish and steamed fish for $35 and jerk chicken $25. Food nice can done. Spread the news. Contact Earl 516-303-3707 or Dennis 917-373-1950. Lions United Sports Club semi-annual fish fry April 19. For 2 days, the 5 o'clock hour is hot on Fit FM 96.7, www.fitfmja.com. Your life, your music with Lady D, Denise Gomez, inside the zone. Catch me on Monday at 5 p.m. for the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. And on Friday, yes, at 5 p.m. for Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. From abroad to Yaad, Trelawney. Hi, I'm Lady D Denise Gomez, and I have exciting interview segments and features inside the zone. For recording artists, you can sing? Well, Inside the Zone, second Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. is for you. Writers, share your story now, man, in From the Author Zone on third Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. Male Zone has unbelievably juicy stories of love, heartbreak, and triumph. 7 p.m. has never been this good. On Mondays, it's news, talk, engaging features at 7 in the Monday Drive. And Center Stage has everyone talking on Thursdays. Be a part of the show. Email me insidethezone@gmail.com